welcome back to my channel. If you can't tell by, well, the title, but also looking at my face, I have everything on except eye makeup and possibly some highlighter. And that is because today we are going to be trying out the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. This is the first Anastasia product I have ever owned, you guys. And I'm just here to try stuff out. You know what I mean? I'm not an expert. I might become an expert, but I don't call myself an expert. So I wanted to kind of dip a toe into the Anastasia pool, especially because she is a cruelty-free brand. And then also, this has just been everywhere, right? This is just one of those viral things. This is the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter, and this is like one of the craziest, like goldest, like ba-bam highlighters ever. And so we're gonna glam up my face now. That's what's about to happen. So let's go ahead and get started. This is furry. I like it. Why? What? Where? I've been sleeping on this. This packaging is delightful. I almost bought the Subculture palette when it came out. But y'all, she got such bad reviews that I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep my $45 or however much this is. Uh-oh. Yikes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Y'all, my pans are all busted. Can y'all just, ugh. I mean, that's beautiful, but all my shimmers are busted. That's not cool. The sultry, the bronze, and the fairy are all like exploded. That bums me out, man. We're gonna still try and work with it, but I might go and trade this out at Sephora because that's not fair. I want to see the look that can be achieved with these, and this is a very kind of like pink and warm, but also some really good kind of like neutral, almost cool. Nah, they're mostly warm, but we still have kind of some neutral, like this dusty rose that is like get on my face. Like that is one of those shades that just like transforms on the skin and is so beautiful. So a lot of these I'm really testing to see like, have we seen this before? You know what I mean? But I love how many mattes are in here, and I hope I love the mattes because they're the only ones that are still in one piece. So I'm gonna start with a fluffy brush here, and I'm going to go in with like a transition shade because I watch a lot of beauty tutorials, and apparently that's what you're supposed to do. So I'm gonna go in with Orange Soda on my eyeballs. Yeah, she's a little dusty, but I mean, I'm okay with it. I already have a bunch of other stuff that I'm gonna be reviewing in other videos on my face right now. So that's really cute. It's like oranger than I expected it to be. Gonna do both eyes with that. All right, so that was Orange Soda. I really have no idea what I'm doing yet. That's kind of my MO. So let's go with, I really am like gagging over this dusty rose color. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with that. That's not very dusty, that's nice. It's kind of a joke because, you know, her last palette was so dusty. It's a lot of nerve to call it Dusty Rose. So we're gonna go kind of in the crease here. I do like that these shades have sort of an identity no matter what. Like, I'm putting a purple on top of an orange, y'all. You know what I mean? And they have kind of a distinct identity. So I really appreciate that for the color impact. Little under the eye. Ooh, that's so pretty. Yeah, y'all, I never claimed to be a makeup expert. I'm just kind of playing in the mud because I think that's kind of where we're all at. I'm not Laura Lee. I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna teach you the right way to contour. I'm like, I'm gonna teach you how I figured out how to make something work, because most of the time their tips don't work for me anyway, okay? Like, I try the stuff that they say to do and I'm like, nah, I like my way better. I'm getting, just from these first two shades, I'm really getting the appeal of Anastasia's eyeshadows, because they just go on so smoothly. Like, that's just not something that you get from every eyeshadow. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Tempera. Tempera is the palest shade in here, and it's sort of a, I don't know, like a pinky cream shade. Lots of color payoff there. That I really appreciate. Oh, I just love that it blocks out my veins. Oh, that's so nice. Look at the difference. That white versus nothing. Usually when I put a white or a pale or a whatever on my skin, it's just, it disappears. Like that actually blocks out my veins. That's cool. I like that. Not to be confused with tempura. One of my favorite things is how a lot of these like shade names tend to be referential to things, and these beauty gurus get on their channel and they start trying to read the shades out loud and they don't know the words. And I love it. So let's take a little more of that orange soda that we started with. And yes, I'm using all the same brush. It's really putting the color payoff to the test here. I'm gonna go a little outside of that because I actually like the Dusty Rose against the orange soda. She's not very blended, not yet. Let's go in with some of these, like, I don't know, you know, something a little more advanced. Like, well, there's Cypress Umber, there's Noir, which is, I hesitate to put that, like, on my lip. Should we do it? Should we do it? Should we do some black? Let's do it. She comes with a brush. I don't know, maybe I'll use it. Maybe I'll use it, I don't know. Let's see here. Noir. Okay, that's black. Noir. We're just gonna whisper you, and then we're gonna blend you. Because the color payoff is insane on this palette, and I'm very pleased. Just the lightest hand. Alright, and I actually like the color impact we got over here. I'm gonna go a little more aggressive over here. We're doing it. We're in it at this point. I'm going to take some of the mulberry shade over here and just kind of try and make that better. I'm not panicking. I know that art always looks stupid until the very last second, okay? So I'm not panicking. Come through mulberry. Let's actually go in with the brush that's in the palette, and we'll go back in with the mulberry shade. And blendy, blendy, blendy. So I'm starting to see how all these girls achieve these really cool kind of like blended looks on Instagram. It's because they're using high quality eyeshadows. Oh, and because they're using darker colors. Oh, yeah. See, like I said, we're all learning together. All right, I'm gonna take kind of a little stiffer brush. This is a Sony Kashuk before they revamped their entire line. And I'm gonna go back in with the orange soda and just kind of blend this a little bit. I think that some beauty gurus are like, I don't blend because blending's for wusses. You know what I mean? They're like, I should be able to do it right the first time, like Nikki tutorials every time. Guess what? They don't. And then they just rely on lashes for everything to look good. And I mean, we're gonna put on lashes because look at my face. But I still am like obsessive about blending. I don't want to edit my video later on and just see like this obvious line, and I have, and I do, and I still probably will, but I don't want to do it intentionally, you know what I mean? You know those color switch things, you know what I mean? The ones where you brush in there. We lost some bristles on that Anastasia brush that came with it. Sultry? Sultry's pretty. Ooh, yes. She's a little, actually like a little darker than like how she looks when the light hits her foiledness. Ba-bam though! That's really, really pretty. So I think I'm gonna do sultry, and then I'm gonna try and hit it with one of the kind of like goldy tones in the middle of my lid. These are so soft. Holy moly mackerel. Oh yeah. I feel like we lost a lot of dimension when I did that, but we have to make the same mistake on both sides. Alright, let's put a little bit of dimension back in there. I feel like that's a little flat now. Okay, what does glistening look like? Ooh, glistening is pretty. Let's try that. Yeah, you can pretty much just kind of like play for days with this stuff, and it always makes you look like you know what you're doing because the color impact is so awesome and they blend so easily. Like, I get it. I get the Anastasia Beverly Hills thing at this point. This is just like a next level, especially for the price. Are you kidding me? Like, this isn't that expensive, and this is a next level palette. Like, this is an advanced level palette. I'm gonna take that same glistening shade on a brush and see what we can do kind of over here. That's pretty. And then, all right, we we gotta do like one of these crazy guys, right? So we're gonna use this bronze shade. I like that it's bronze. It's like almost like a green gold. I mean, yes, it's like true gold, but it does kind of like have a little bit more of a patina shade to it than necessarily like a bright yellow. A bright yellow? So I'm gonna do that right in what I call my false center. Makes my eyes look like they're a little farther apart. Boom. That was the chair. Just kind of bring that up a touch, kind of, yeah, into the crease just a little bit to kind of make my eyes look a little bit bigger. I can't tell you guys how like velvety this feels on my face. Like I'm touching my eyelids and it just feels like I'm touching velvet. It's kind of interesting that they chose to make the packaging velvet, you know? I'm sure that they thought of that. Alright, so that little brush that came with it also has another end that's like a little bit more stiff, and I feel like it's kind of going under the lash line. I want to do underneath the lash line with, I'm at a loss, rose pink. Rose pink is kind of a satin instead of being one of the foiled shades, and it's very similar to the dusty rose. She pretty, it fine. Wow.
Wow.
I would have been missing out if I hadn't done that. Are you serious? Wow, that color is beautiful. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna take more of that color because it's my new favorite. And I'm gonna go over here because I think that the whole situation just needs a little more pink. You know? Am I Nikki tutorials yet? No. That girl has a plan and then she sticks to it. I, on the other hand, I'm here to show you how much of a mess you can make and still bail yourself out. I still feel like I wish there was like a little bit of something a little bit like whiter that I could put right here. Like glistening? I mean, now that's like too matte, you know? I regret that. I instantly regret that. Let's see if we can work that back out. Get off of there. And just put a little bit more of the bronze. Good as new! Alright, so let's put on some eyeliner, some brow pomade, and some lashes, and I'll be right back, and then we'll talk about highlighter and inner corner. Why, yes! I am ovulating, how did you know? These lashes are super extra. What are these? These are the Robin Full Drama lashes from Thrive Cosmetics, and I don't know what it is about my eye shape or how, deep set they are, but this inner corner never wants to stay down. Like, she just is always popping, and I put so much glue and so much attention. I give you so much attention, and she just does not want to cooperate. So now we're gonna just take this to the next level. I didn't know there was a next level. Apparently there's a level 12 Spinal Tap. Anyway, we're gonna go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills by Amrezy. I don't know what an Amrezy is, so I didn't bother to Google it. I'm not gonna pretend to know who this is, but are you serious? This is makeup? This is redonkulous. What? 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 I don't want to stick my finger in it because it's so pretty, you know, but we're going to. How are you real? Okay, I mean, actually, it's really pretty, but like, it's not as, I don't know, it's not as satiny as I thought it was going to be. Am I already disappointed by this product? That's crazy. Anyway, so, we're going to put it on my face. I'm going to use, I don't know, this brush. This is from Real Techniques, and it seems like a brush. Okay, was that just my finger, or is this a spray over? Because that would make me so upset. Alright. I don't know. I don't know. She looks pretty, though. I got a lot on my brush. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's nice. She's like, I think $28. It's not crazy. I just think that this packaging is like, oh my god, this is gonna be the greatest thing in the world. And then like, you know, it's a highlighter. It's pretty, you know. I mean, come on, girl. Can we get some payoff here? Okay, I mean, now she's on. I just had to do it with my finger. That's a little cray though. We might have to take that down a notch. This is definitely a wet look highlighter. I don't know, it's gonna probably highlight some of the things that you might not want to highlight if you're not too careful with it. But today we're just being super extra, so I don't even care. Oh, we're gonna take a little bit of that on my finger, and I'm gonna go on the inner corner. even though I'm not a big inner corner highlight person, mainly because I don't have a lot of real estate there. My eyeballs are really close together, and so trying to put something on my inner corner, I watch all these girls do it on their channel, and I'm like, yeah, okay, but like, it doesn't really show up on me because it's basically the side of my nose. So geometry is just not working in my favor for that, but we're gonna do it anyway. Yes, yeah, it's pretty. I like it okay. It's not my favorite highlighter. Sorry. Like, even if you are looking for a highlighter that is, you know, really extra and kind of wet look, I mean, I like a Becca highlighter better. I want a little more blush. This is the kind of highlight that I see on a human being in person and I'm like, no girl. Sorry, all TL shade. Yeah, this is the kind of highlight that looks great on camera, and then when you see somebody wearing it in person, you're like, girl. So I'm ready for a night on the town at 11:18 a.m. on a Saturday. Let's talk final thoughts on these two products. So, Soft Glam. Yes, I'm actually not totally sure I could do like an everyday look with this, you know what I mean? Like, there are some really good mattes in here, but like the color payoff is so amazing that like I think it's going to like, no matter what I do, it's always going to make me look really extra, which is okay. Like, maybe that's something I need to like play with in my life, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be putting these lashes on every day because girl, we're not good at it yet, you know what I mean? Like, the amount of like space that I need to clear for my elbows to have the room to move in order to get this on my eyeball, even just for the sake of the video, is just not worth it. The only thing I'm disappointed about is these crumbly shadows. Like, that kind of pisses me off. I think I might have to go back to Sephora because that's not cool. That's a lot of eyeshadow that I would potentially lose if I just like dumped this over. Plus, it's just like a dirty kind of like, you know, hazard in my makeup case. So it's a little frustrating, but the brush that came with it, it's meh. I like the little stumpy end more than I like the fluffy end. The fluffy end just feels kind of synthetic and gross, which there's nothing wrong with a synthetic brush, but it feels like plastic. The highlighter, will I use it again? I mean, probably, I guess. It's really pretty in the package. I feel like this is an Instagram product. You know what I mean? Like, you put it on in a picture and it's gonna look like a wet highlight and oh my gosh. And then the picture of the actual product Instagrams very beautifully because it's just so shiny and gorgeous, but like, it's really just not like my look. You know what I mean? Like, I put this on and I'm kind of like I said, looks good on camera, not necessarily in person. It's just too extra. So those are my thoughts on those products, guys. Give it a thumbs down if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to keep hanging out with me on this channel. Guys, I love you so much. I am fresh out of fucks this week. Keep watching some videos this week and I will tell you probably the whole sorry tale of why I am in the mode that I'm in right now, but we're able to laugh and that is the point, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I love you and I will see you in the next one.